students that they have some problem with the concept. Okay, so let me do some concept. Question set is clear to all. Okay, let me clear some concept. So one problem that I am seeing is that some students are saying I posted a video at night, then I remove it because I think that it will be difficult for you people to get into this understanding of supernormal profit background, normal profit background. So I remove that video. Okay, I make it private. So if somebody want to do have a look at that video, I will send you after examination. Okay. So I do supernormal profit again, normal profit, and loss again. Okay. 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 So you know profit. Profit is total revenue minus total cost, right? And total cost is what? I explained to you. It is explicit cost plus implicit cost. Yes. It is because of this reason this profit is called economic profit. Okay. It is because of this reason. Implicit cost is basically the labor that I am putting in my factory. Okay. So what is my opportunity cost? If I work some other place, okay, if I get a scenario of say 50,000, so my opportunity cost of working in my factory is 50,000. If I putting up a building for my factory purpose, okay, and using it for production purpose, and if I not produce and give it for rent, I earning suppose 20,000. So 20,000 is the opportunity cost of my building. So implicit cost is included in your total cost. Okay, this is called economic cost also. Okay, you have accounting cost, this is economic cost. So profit is total revenue minus your economic cost. Okay, yes, that is why it is called economic profit. Economic profit. So when I say economic profit is zero, okay, economic profit is zero, that means I am paying myself. I am paying myself. Okay, I choose to work here in my factory and I am paying myself. That means I am earning normal rate of return already. Okay, that is why it is called normal profit. For my building, I am paying building also because it is included in the cost. Okay, so when economic profit is zero, that means you are earning normal profit, normal return on your capital. Okay, you are earning normal return in your capital. Okay, so let me write it out again. So profit is total revenue minus total cost. Okay, I divide both sides by quantity. Okay, so total divided by quantity give me per unit revenue. This will be average revenue. Total cost divided by quantity give me per unit cost. This will be average cost. You can break this out like this: total revenue by Q minus total cost by Q. Okay, so Q is here. I can make Q up. So profit will be equal to Q average revenue minus average cost. Okay, when I am determining equilibrium output in perfect competition or monopolistic competition, average cost I am not looking at. Okay, but when I am determining, I repeat again, when I am determining my equilibrium output, I am using the marginal condition. I am using the marginal condition. Look at this graph. This is AR, this is MR. This is one marginal condition. This is MC. This is second marginal condition. MI equal to MC here. This is equilibrium output, and this is equilibrium price. Did I use average cost here? No. Okay. So this is determined by my marginal condition. So whether firm is making profit or not is depend on what is the position of your average revenue curve and what is the position of your average cost curve. Okay. if average cost is above your average revenue, then you are making loss. What is average cost? Per unit cost of commodity. Okay. What is average revenue? Per unit revenue of commodity. Okay. So let me give you one simple example. Okay. समझो कि मेरा एक दुकान है, ठीक है। मेरा एक क्या बोलते हैं, हाँ इस तरह समझ लो, मेरा एक ये समोसे का दुकान है, ठीक है। मैं समोसा बना रहा हूँ, ठीक है। तो समोसा बनाने के लिए मुझे कुछ ये बर्तन चाहिए, लेबर चाहिए, आलू चाहिए, क्या बोलते हैं, मैदा, हाँ मैदा चाहिए। उसे मैं समोसा बनाया, ठीक है। मैंने 100 समोसा बनाया, ठीक है। 100 समोसा बनाने का कॉस्ट आया 400 रुपीज। तो ये क्या हो गया मेरा टोटल कॉस्ट, 400 क्या हो गया मेरा टोटल कॉस्ट। ओके, मीन्स 100 रुपीज का मेरा बर्तन हुआ, 50 रुपीज का गैस हुआ, मैदा हो गया 50 रुपीज का, 100 रुपीज का आलू हो गया, तेल हो गया, जो भी है। तो टोटल कॉस्ट इसमें फिक्स कॉस्ट भी है, आपका वेरिएबल कॉस्ट भी है, ठीक है। तो टोटल कॉस्ट मेरा 400 हो गया। अब मैं समोसा को बेच रहा हूँ, मैंने 100 बनाया, क्वांटिटी कितना है 100। अब ठीक है, तो मेरा एक समोसा का कॉस्ट कितना हुआ, एक समोसा का मेरा बनाने का कॉस्ट कितना हुआ 4 रुपीज, राइट। टोटल कॉस्ट डिवाइडेड बाय क्वांटिटी कितना हो गया 400 डिवाइडेड बाय 100 इक्वल 4। ये कॉन्सेप्ट में सबको बहुत दिक्कत होता है, पर यूनिट क्या होता है, पर यूनिट क्या होता है, तो समझ लीजिए, ठीक है। इससे इजी एग्जाम्पल नहीं होगा। तो आपका 400 हो गया, इसमें 100 डिवाइड किया, ये पर यूनिट होता है, ठीक है। तो इसको एवरेज कॉस्ट बोलते हैं, पर यूनिट कॉस्ट, ठीक है। तो अगर आप 100 समोसा बना रहे हैं तो उसका पर यूनिट ईच यूनिट कॉस्ट क्या आएगा 4 रुपीज। ये आपका कॉस्ट हो गया, ये आपका क्या हो गया एवरेज कॉस्ट, पर यूनिट कॉस्ट। ओके, so this is the concept of per unit cost. When I say per unit cost, so once you make production, what is the each unit cost of the output that you are producing? Okay, now per unit is clear, concept of per, okay, this is clear per unit. Sir, 10 other student of the audio. Okay, you can mute the audio. Okay, if you want to speak then you can open the audio. Okay, so average cost is per unit cost of producing this samosa. Okay, तो मैं 4 रुपया मेरा कॉस्ट पड़ रहा है अगर मैं 100 बना रहा हूँ, 100 नहीं कितना बना, हाँ 100 समोसा बना रहा हूँ। अब मुझे बेचना है तो मैं चाहूँगा कि मैं प्रॉफिट करूँ, तो मैं 5 रुपीज़ पे बेच रहा हूँ समोसा, तो प्राइस मैंने रखा है कितना 5 रुपीज़, ठीक है। तो टोटल रेवेन्यू क्या होगा, मैं 100 समोसा बेचूंगा तो प्राइस इंटू क्वांटिटी, प्राइस है 5, क्वांटिटी है 100, तो कितना हो गया 500, ठीक है। तो 500 में क्या है टोटल रेवेन्यू, ये क्लियर है। अब मैंने बहुत बार डेरिवेशन किया है, मैंने हमेशा बोला है प्राइस आपका होता है एवरेज रेवेन्यू, प्राइस होता है एवरेज रेवेन्यू। अब कैसे होता है, ठीक है, क्वेश्चन ये है कैसे होता है। देखिए टोटल रेवेन्यू बाय डेफिनेशन होता है, अभी मैंने बताया टोटल रेवेन्यू। आप रेवेन्यू क्या होता है टोटल रेवेन्यू, मैं दुकानदार हूँ, मैं बेच रहा हूँ सामान, ठीक है। तो जो मैं बेच के जो मुझे मिलता है उसको रेवेन्यू बोलते हैं, ठीक है, उसको रेवेन्यू बोलते हैं। तो मैं कोई भी चीज़ बेचूंगा और उससे जो मुझे ये रुपया मिलेगा, पैसा मिलेगा, ठीक है, वो पर यूनिट के टर्म्स में मिलेगा। मैं जितना क्वांटिटी बेचूंगा उसको मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो मुझे टोटल रेवेन्यू मिलेगा, ठीक है। तो टोटल रेवेन्यू बाय डेफिनेशन इज प्राइस इनटू क्वांटिटी। ओके, अब पर यूनिट का जब भी कॉन्सेप्ट होता है, पर यूनिट जब भी निकालते हैं तो हम डिवाइडेड बाय क्यू करते हैं। तो कितना क्यू है मेरे पास पर यूनिट जानने के लिए, तो इसको डिवाइडेड बाय क्यू कीजिए तो आपका आ जाएगा एवरेज रेवेन्यू। तो ये क्यू क्यू कैंसिल हो गया, प्राइस हो गया। तो एवरेज रेवेन्यू को ही प्राइस बोलते हैं बाय डेफिनेशन, पर यूनिट रेवेन्यू। प्राइस का डेफिनेशन क्या है, पर यूनिट रेवेन्यू। ओके, तो ये क्लियर है। तो अब यहाँ पे आ जाते हैं। So when I am talking about per unit, okay, it means I have done the production. What is the price of each unit? Okay, average revenue means when I am selling the product, what is the revenue that I am earning per unit? Average cost. What is the average cost of producing? Average cost means per unit cost. Okay, what is the per unit cost of making that product? Okay, तो ये आपका एवरेज रेवेन्यू कब हो गया? अब सिंपल सा लॉजिक समझिएगा, ठीक है? सिंपल सा लॉजिक, ये आपका एवरेज रेवेन्यू हो गया। अगर मैं इसके बाहर आपका बनाता हूँ एवरेज कॉस्ट, पर यूनिट कॉस्ट, ठीक है, मैं यहाँ बनाता हूँ, ठीक है। हमेशा एवरेज कॉस्ट इस तरह बनाइएगा, यू हैव टू मेक एवरेज कॉस्ट लाइक दैट योर एवरेज कॉस्ट मस्ट पास मिनिमम हियर, ओके, मिनिमम विल बी हियर। तो फर्स्ट हाफ बनाइए, फिर सेकेंड हाफ को ऊपर कर दीजिए, ये आपका एवरेज कॉस्ट हो गया, ठीक है, ओके। अब यहाँ पे देखिए, ये आपने बनाया इक्विलिब्रियम क्वांटिटी निकाला था, मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू इक्वल टू मार्जिनल कॉस्ट, इसको ड्रॉ कर दीजिए ऊपर, जहां भी आपका एवरेज कॉस्ट में टच होगा, जस्ट ड्रॉ हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन फ्रॉम देयर, ओके। तो आपका प्राइस क्या है? एवरेज रेवेन्यू है। यहाँ कॉस्ट क्या है? ये हो गया एवरेज कॉस्ट, ओके। ईच यूनिट, अगर ये यूनिट पे हम अगर देख रहे हैं तो ये पर यूनिट आपका लॉस है, ठीक है। अभी एक यूनिट नहीं देख रहे हैं, अगर ये पूरा एरिया देखेंगे तो ये टोटल आपका 100 यूनिट समोसा हो गया मेरा, ठीक है। समोसा मैंने बनाया 100 यूनिट 400 रुपये में, मैं बेच रहा हूँ, मैंने बेचा तो 300 रुपये में, तो मुझे कितने का नुकसान हो गया? 100 रुपीज़ का। तो ये एक समोसा पे 1 रुपये का नुकसान हुआ। अब मैं पूरा 100 समोसा का देखता हूँ 0 to 100, तो मुझे कितना का नुकसान होगा? 100 रुपीज़ का नुकसान होगा, ओके। तो ये आपका 100 रुपीज़ होगा लॉस। दिस इज क्लियर? यस, नो? Okay, so this is concept. See, many students do mistake that when they draw graph they make from here nose, okay, so don't do that thing. Let me explain the concept of supernormal profit, normal profit and loss. That even if you go high study, somebody want to do management also, this thing will bother you people, okay, always. So I draw 3 graph, then it will be clear to you people, okay, then you will know this condition. Supernormal profit, normal profit. Normal profit means I am getting normal return, okay, I am getting normal return on the capital of my neighbor that I provided in the production process, okay. And this is situation of loss. Someone have noise from background. Let me mute yourself, just. Okay, I mute you people, okay. Those who want to speak, they should open and speak, okay. So let me show you how to make a graph, okay. Someone, if people can hear me, then if you people not hear me, then tell me, okay. Okay, this is. So this is AR curve, this is MR curve, okay. This is AR curve, this is MR curve, and it will be twice the distance of your AR curve. This I have done already, okay. AR, MR. This is per unit price of commodity that was. This is price line also, average revenue also, consumer willingness to pay also. We will do in our other cost, okay. Then we draw marginal cost. Always do first this thing, okay. Marginal cost. Take out equilibrium quantity, Q star, equilibrium price or average revenue, okay. Q star, price, average revenue, okay. So loss thing I have done already. What is the condition of loss? Average revenue must be less than average cost. See, average revenue minus average cost negative, less than 0. 1 minute. I have to write 0 here, then supernormal profit. This implies supernormal profit, normal profit and loss. Okay. So average revenue less than, I take the negative sign there, average cost. Okay. Then you have a condition of loss. I will discuss more of this later on. Okay. Now I want to solve supernormal profit. So supernormal profit condition is AR minus AC greater than 0. Average revenue minus average cost greater than 0. This implies average revenue is greater than average cost. So basically means what? Economic profit is greater than 0. Economic profit is greater than 0. The first condition is economic profit is greater than 0, which means AR is greater than AC. Okay. So this is my AR. Okay. So whenever I have to draw average cost curve, it will like here. When I draw equilibrium output, whatever vertical line I draw, okay, wherever it touches the average cost curve, I will know my per unit average cost. Okay. So I have to draw my average cost inside एवरेज रेवेन्यू का. ये आपका पोजीशन हो गया एवरेज रेवेन्यू का. ये आपका इक्विलिब्रियम आउटपुट हो गया. जब भी हम वर्टिकल लाइन ड्रॉ करते हैं, ठीक है, वर्टिकल लाइन ड्रॉ करते हैं इक्विलिब्रियम आउटपुट से, ठीक है, अगर कोई भी कर्व आपका इसमें टच हो रहा है तो उसका पर यूनिट डिटर्मिनेशन वहीं पे हो जा रहा है. ओके, उस चीज़ का पर यूनिट डिटर्मिनेशन उधर ही हो जा रहा है. आई रिपीट अगेन, ये आपका एवरेज रेवेन्यू है, ये आपका मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू है, ये मार्जिनल कॉस्ट है. एम आई इक्वल टू एम सी नेसेसरी कंडीशन है, सफिशिएंट कंडीशन है कि एम सी कर्व है जो मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू को बिलो से कट करेगा. ठीक है, दोनों सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है तो आपको इक्विलिब्रियम आउटपुट, इस पॉइंट से इक्विलिब्रियम आउटपुट और प्राइस मिल गया. प्राइस को हम एवरेज रेवेन्यू बाय डेफिनेशन बोलते हैं. ओके, अब यहाँ पे हमको निकालना है सुपर नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट. ये जो ए आर कर्व है एवरेज कॉस्ट कर्व से ज़्यादा होगा. और मेरा ये क्लेम है, आई एम क्लेमिंग दैट ये जो लाइन दिया हुआ है, जिस भी कर्व बनाएंगे आप, जो भी कर्व बनाएंगे, अगर उससे टच होता है तो उसका पर यूनिट डिटर्मिनेशन वहीं पे हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो ये जो आपका कर्व है ये मार्जिनल कॉस्ट कर्व है, ये ना दिस वन. ठीक है, अब मैंने बताया है आपको जब भी आप एवरेज कॉस्ट बनाओगे इसके मिनिमम से आपका मार्जिनल कॉस्ट जाएगा. ठीक है, नो वेरिएबल प्रोपोर्शन मैंने करवाया था, उस नोट्स में मैंने रीजनिंग कॉस्ट जब मैं कर रहा था उसमें बताया था मैंने इसके रीजनिंग. ओके, तो मुझे ए आर के नीचे ही, इस कर्व के नीचे ही अपना एवरेज कॉस्ट कर्व बनाना होता है जो यू शेप होता है. ओके, तो मैं कहीं भी बना देता हूँ इसको, लेकिन मिनिमम यहाँ पे आएगा. तो पहला फॉलिंग पोर्शन बना दीजिए आप, फिर उसके बाद राइजिंग पोर्शन बना दीजिए एवरेज कॉस्ट कर्व का. ओके, शॉर्ट रन का कॉन्सेप्ट हो तो शॉर्ट रन दे दीजिए यहाँ पे. ठीक है, आप देखिएगा ये जो लाइन है एवरेज कॉस्ट को कहाँ पे टच कर रहा है, इस पॉइंट पे टच कर रहा है. इधर उधर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, इधर नहीं जाने की जरूरत है, इधर नहीं जाने की जरूरत है. जहाँ पे इक्विलिब्रियम आउटपुट से जो वर्टिकल लाइन है, देखिए मैंने यहाँ पे इसको एक्सटेंड किया है वर्टिकल लाइन को. ये आपका जो आपका इक्विलिब्रियम आउटपुट डिटरमाइन हो रहा है, यू जस्ट एक्सटेंड द वर्टिकल लाइन एंड वेयर इज टच द एवरेज कॉस्ट पर यूनिट कॉस्ट, व्हाट फॉर 1 यूनिट पर यूनिट कॉस्ट डिटरमाइन. ये पूरा 100 यूनिट आपका समोसा हो गया तो 100 यूनिट नहीं डिटरमाइन हो रहा है. आप 3 रुपये चार्ज कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आपका कॉस्ट कितना था, 4 रुपये था, तो आपको लॉस हो रहा था. यहाँ पे आपका प्राइस है 5 रुपीज़. ठीक है, आपका कॉस्ट कितना है, पर यूनिट कॉस्ट कितना हो गया, 4 रुपीज़. टोटल कॉस्ट कितना हो गया, 400 रुपीज़. ठीक है, या ये टोटल कॉस्ट हो गया, नीचे वाला एरिया. आपका प्रॉफिट कितना हो गया, 100 रुपीज़ का. ठीक है, मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, ये जो कर्व बनाया अपना, ये आई थिंक आई मेक थोड़ा हिंदी में हो जाता. ओके, लेट मी डू दिस अगेन. ओके, concept is same. Okay, I don't want to put too much concept into that. This is marginal cost, AR, MR. Okay, so just draw your equilibrium output. So this vertical line, whenever it touch average cost curve, your per unit average cost will be determined, and average cost must be less than average revenue. So मुझे इसके अंदर ही बनाना होगा. तो ये आपका marginal cost curve हो गया. तो फर्स्ट पोर्शन आप ड्रॉ कर दीजिए. ठीक है, downward portion, then rising portion of average cost curve. Okay, so when you draw vertical line from equilibrium output, wherever it touches your average cost curve, it determine your per unit average cost. So this one is per unit average cost, and this one is your difference between average revenue and average cost. ओके, ये जो पॉइंट है किसमें है? ये पॉइंट एवरेज रेवेन्यू पे है। ये जो पॉइंट किस पे है? ये एवरेज रेवेन्यू पे पॉइंट है। ये पॉइंट किस पे है? एवरेज कॉस्ट पे पॉइंट है, राइट? ये जो कर्व बनाया है आपने, क्लियर है कि नहीं? यस, नो? रोशनी इज क्लियर, some student are laughing. Okay, so I think it will be clear when I do one proper video to you people. Okay, so this is your cost curve. I think some people are not able to understand. Okay, let me put it one easy way. Okay, so suppose this is your equilibrium output Q star. Okay, I just draw average revenue. Okay, average revenue, and this is your average cost. Okay, so this is your price or average revenue. This is per unit from point A to Q star is per unit revenue. Okay, now draw line from here. This is average cost. So from point B to Q star is your per unit cost. Okay, this is per unit revenue from here to here. Sorry, from A to Q star is average revenue. A to Q star. Okay, per unit revenue at equilibrium output at Q star output, and average cost is B into Q star. Okay, so what is AB? A is average revenue, B point is your average cost, right? BQ star is your average cost. You minus AQ, this is your AQ. Okay, from AQ you need to take out this thing. Then what is net? Only this area is net. What is this? This is difference between average revenue and average cost. Okay? Okay? Yes, no? Okay. So this is the concept here. If it is getting difficult for you people, so you just remember one thing. Okay, just do in simple way. I don't want to do perfect competition one. Perfect competition will be easier. I think I have given in first lecture. Okay, notes, and I have done that in that one. Okay, so you draw average revenue, marginal cost curve. Just draw Q star. Okay, and you get equilibrium price, and just draw average cost curve. Okay, minimum will be here, then is go. Then draw a line. Okay, so this is your supernormal profit. But this point belong to average revenue, this point belong to average cost. This point belong to average revenue, this point belong to average cost. Okay, so average revenue is greater than average cost, so you are getting supernormal profit. Okay, so last one I have done, this thing is done. Now case of normal profit. This is your average revenue. So average revenue must be equal to average cost. Then when you are making normal profit. Okay, so I have to draw my average cost that touches this line, this Q star. I draw vertical line. It touches my average cost, where average revenue equal to average cost. So this is the point. Then I draw this one and this one. This is my average cost. So when I draw vertical line here, average revenue equal average cost. Okay. So when average revenue equal average cost, we have normal profit. That means economic profit is 0. Okay. Okay. I am not visible. Sign up. Okay, I will send the video. I am recording that thing. I will send this thing. Okay. In the first lecture, I have discussed this thing. So this is the way to make graph. Don't make mistake. Okay. So draw vertical line. Practice at home. I am recording this video also. Okay. Draw a vertical line. Okay. And when you have supernormal profit, average cost is less than average revenue. Draw the average cost curve inside average revenue curve. Okay. And when you draw, you need to remember that your marginal cost is going, okay, from here. That you need to draw the falling part, then you have to draw the rising part. Many people do mistake, even I also do mistake. I just do like this. Minimum come out here. So you people will lose marks. Okay. So always draw first falling part, then rising part of average cost. Okay. So this thing is clear. I will make a video and I will send. I don't know this one or not, but when I do short and long run, I have to do this thing. Okay. So I will do this again. So when you are writing long answer, okay, no need to do much in detail. You people have to do in short. Okay. Like in 100 words, you have to write everything. Okay. Some of the notes I have seen, students have written 3 page, 4 page. Okay, around like 250 words. Okay, I am not asking you people to write essay. Just draw a simple graph. Like I will ask you, suppose in the short term, suppose monopolistic is earning supernormal profit. Show that by graph. Just you have to make this graph to get it. 5 marks. Okay, but if you are drawing this graph and you are making a mistake like this, that this is your marginal cost curve, and you are drawing average cost like this. Minimum is here, but your marginal cost is going from here. Then you will lose marks. Okay. So the easiest way is to remember the step. If you remember the step, then you will not face any problem. The first step, I repeat again. Draw AR, MR curve. Draw MC curve. Okay. So first step. Draw AR, MR and MC curve. Okay. Clear? Draw AR, MR and MC curve. Okay. Then second, determine equilibrium output and price. Q star and P star. Okay. In this one graph, I will show three conditions. Okay. Vertical line from Q star. Okay. Is important to determine per unit cost. What is per unit cost? Average cost. Okay. So I have 3 pen. I will be using 3 pen. Okay. So profit is what? Q star average revenue minus average cost. Okay. This is your profit. I give you condition average revenue is greater than average cost. Then you are earning supernormal profit. This blue pen. So average revenue is greater than average cost. This is my average revenue curve. I need to make average cost curve. I need to make below this average revenue curve. So this is my marginal cost. So I make my average revenue average cost curve. Okay, average cost curve. So falling part, then I draw the rising part, average cost. Okay, to determine my supernormal profit. And this is a vertical line. I get this point. Just draw a horizontal line. So this is my supernormal profit. Okay, because this point A. Suppose this is A point, this is B point. A point belongs to average revenue and B point belongs to my cost curve. Okay, this is my cost curve point. Okay, so average revenue is greater than average cost. Average revenue is greater than average cost. You are getting supernormal profit. Okay. Second condition. I use red pen. Okay. Profit is 0. Economic profit. Average revenue equal to average cost. So firm is earning normal profit. So where both can be equal. I remove this point. Okay. First. So price is equal to average revenue. Where they will be equal. Only at this point. This is the vertical line, and this is the only place where average revenue and average cost will be equal. So that firm is earning 0 economic profit. So I draw my average cost here. First draw the falling portion and it should be tangent to this point. Okay. Then draw the rising portion. Okay. This is average cost corresponding to normal profit. Okay. So in this case, firm is earning normal profit. We will not have any bracket. Now firm is making loss. So your average revenue must be less than average cost. So average cost will be outside. Here, this is average revenue curve, it will be outside. First do, this is marginal cost. Okay. First draw the falling portion, then draw the rising portion. Okay. Let me extend this one. Okay. So this is average cost for loss, and just extend this vertical line. Okay. Loss will be more. Okay. This is your loss. This is your price. So this much is the loss. So when you extend vertical line, just draw the curve properly, then you will get it. Okay. So in one graph, I show you three things. So you need to remember the step. When you have vertical line, okay, when firm is making supernormal profit, okay, average cost will be below your average revenue curve. You can draw anywhere, and any vertical line from your equilibrium output, when it touches your average cost, it determines per unit cost, because you are producing 100 unit at equilibrium, okay. So you get per unit revenue, per unit cost. So this is per unit cost, this is per unit revenue. Okay. Then for 99 unit, this is 100 unit. Then for next unit also, this is my cost, and on I take this. This is my revenue. Okay. So just do the exercise. Okay. Try to do yourself, and you can send. Just do the practice at home. And if you have some book, I have sent book also. Just look at. I don't know they have graph like this or not. So if they have graph, just practice this thing. Okay. So when you make a graph, make it properly. I don't need much explanation. Just make the graph and explain it. I will see the graph. I will not see what you are writing. Okay. So even you are practicing graph also. You are practicing graph. Send me. I will check for you. Everyone. Okay. If you are practicing graph like supernormal profit, normal profit, loss. Okay. So this is a condition you have in monopolistic competition in the short run. Okay. So I will explain more about this when I make a regular video, and I will send it to you. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Any question from question set 1? Because from after that I will not discuss question set 1. Any problem? Anyone? No? And concept of operating, okay, concept of operating profit is clear? Okay, so I end the session today. Okay, so in the factor pricing theory, I have taken 4 lectures. Go through the lecture well. Don't go deep down. What is marginal revenue product of neighbor? Okay, why demand curve is downward sloping in neighbor market? Okay, why demand curve is going to drive demand? On this thing you can do it. Okay, and there are some questions that I have given. So no need to go into deep down. I have done in detail, so no need to do in detail. But monopolistic competition, do in detail. Okay. So next video, I think tomorrow you will get it. Tomorrow, next video. Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So no one have any question? Yes. Yeah. Okay.